Yo, 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 what up, party people across the world? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm actually bored as heck right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm bored and I'm actually over here like trying to like build a pizza. That's that's all I'm what y'all doing over there, man? I mean, my guy Doris is sauce. Shout out Sauce Gardner. Woo, Sauce Gardner. The numbers had a great rookie season. And the Jets, all they needed was a QB. They said the Cougar lover wouldn't cut it out, man. It's just preseason. I hear that a lot, but don't you guys feel like preseason kind of sets the tone for the season, the fundamentals, you know what I'm saying, of the season? It kind of sets the tone, baby. It sets the tone. Now, my Baltimore Ravens, we went 24 straight wins in the preseason. Finally lost one to the Washington Commanders. And that's where I'll say it's just preseason. All right, Commanders, it's just preseason. Sit back, sit tight. It's just preseason. FBJ, yes, go Jets. This is our year. What's going on, Rome Ross? What's going on, man? Man, it feels like Rome. Like it's been a minute, man. We gotta get you on here, man. Hell, it's been a minute for me, but we definitely gotta get you on here, man. 4649. What's going on, man? What's going on? Terry says, "Go Hawks." I think the Jets definitely won that Jamal Adams trade. I think he's a decent player. Don't get me wrong, but I think the Jets definitely won that trade. If I had to say so myself, man. J Rob, what up, though, man? What up? What up? What up? Matt. Caw. That's what I'm talking about, man. Ravens Nation, Ravens flock. You know what I'm saying? We got the MVP quarterback. Great solid defense, man. Roquan Smith, Humphreys. What's the other corner? Something Yasin or something like that. Great. I mean, we got a solid team, man. OBJ, Zay Flowers. You know what I'm saying? Great. Preseason doesn't. Oh man. Old news. Next topic. Hey, here's my last football comment before we start the show. Russell Wilson's last season with the Seattle Seahawks. Would you take that Russell Wilson over last year's Geno Smith? Because Geno Smith last year was a bad boy. I mean, I thought he was good enough to take you to a Super Bowl. I just need the Seattle Seahawks defense to just be a little bit better, in my opinion. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Commanders won their Super Howl when they beat the Ravens. No doubt, man. No doubt. I was just referring to Adams. No, I know. I agree. Yeah, man. I didn't actually have anything planned for tonight. Really just went live, and like I said, I was pretty bored and everything like that. Appreciate you guys coming through. Those of you guys who did come through. I'm literally over here building a pizza, like I said, man. So, hey, bring it. Your boy is building the pizza, man. Hey, first of all, in the chat, man. Hold on, we gonna do this right now in the chat, man. Let me bring this up here, man. We gonna create a poll. I'm gonna give you guys 3 options, right? I'm gonna give you guys 3 options. Okay, give me 1 second here. We're gonna start this poll, and then I'll put this in the chat here. Give me 1 second. Start a quick poll. First poll of the night, man. Let's see. Which pizza is better? All right. Option number 1, we're going to go Pizza Hut. Option number 2, we're going to go Papa John's. All right. Option number 3, we'll say none of the above. Is there any other pizza that's more universal? Oh, okay. So none of the above will actually take out, and we'll do Little Caesars. And then option 4 will be none of the above. So y'all go ahead and cast y'all vote. The poll just went live, and then we'll see. We'll see. So we got, which pizza is better? Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Little Caesars, or none of the above? Now I'm gonna show you guys what I actually came up with on this Pizza Hut one. Now I'm gonna show y'all what I came up with on this Pizza Hut. Let's see here. See if I can go back to it. Cause I don't know if I'm actually feeling I don't know if I'm feeling Papa John's over Pizza Hut. I don't know. I mean, So you got a large, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna come in, want a slice, whatever. First off, damn, y'all sold out of original pan? Like, how is that even possible? Anyways, you got hand sauce, thin and crispy, original stuffed crust. I like hand sauce myself, but you know, I can't pass on some stuffed crust. So personally, I gotta go with stuffed crust, right? You gotta go with stuffed crust. I'm just saying. What the heck? What just happened? Huh. Okay. Matt says New York style, baby. They fired Papa, and it's been shit ever since. I'm not gonna lie. I had it like a month ago, and it wasn't what I remembered it to be. It really wasn't. It really was not what I remembered it to be. Marcos. We definitely have a Marcos here in Nebraska. We got a Domino's. I forgot about Domino's. I'll take everything except for olives, man. Shaq took over Papa John's. He did, man. Rome says a lot of mom and pop places got better pizza than Pizza Hut. No doubt, they definitely do. Did Peyton Manning retire from Papa John's? Hello. I think so, man. I think so. So, you know, on my pizza, you know what I'm saying? This is like a supreme. So I said Italian sausage, pepperoni, bacon, you know what I'm saying? I took off the ham. I'm not a fan of that Canadian ham bacon crap. Gotta add the beef on there, you know what I'm saying? And because it is supreme, my brothers and sisters, we gotta throw them mushrooms, some onions, them black olives, the green bell peppers. I mean, you got to, right? And the cheese and stuff is pretty self-explanatory, man. We got a classic marinara and you know, cheese. It's crazy that comes at $21.19, man. That's crazy for a large pizza, man. Back in my day, I'm just playing, but seriously, back in my day though, like pizza wasn't that much. Like, all jokes aside, so I don't know. I'm just saying. What's going on, Jaden? What's going on, man? What's going on? I'm a fan of Meat Lovers pizza. Pause. Yeah, you definitely from New York. Oh man. How's everybody doing though, man? What's going on with everybody, man? Throw something in the chat. We'll talk about it. Again, I'm just on, man. You know, a little bored myself. So it's Saturday Night Live chat, episode 20, Broke Boys Club edition. If you a broke boy, and I'm not saying broke like you on the street broke, but broke is in like, damn, these statues is expensive, broke. That's all I'm saying when I say Broke Boys Club. If you a part of that Broke Boys Club, man, go ahead and thumbs up the video, hit the like button, leave a comment, man. Let's talk about something. I'm gonna get rid of the pizza stuff though, man, because at first I was like, yeah, but now I'm just like, I don't know. So I'm just not gonna waste my time on it or anything like that. I guess I'll pull up this statue. We might have a couple people joining in here shortly, but I'm gonna pull up this statue real quick because you know, a lot of people was talking about some Harry Potter stuff. You know what I'm saying? I seen the Everyday Collector on his channel that was talking about Harry Potter, you know, with this whole Prime 1 stuff, and you know, it's expensive and this and that. And I'll say this: if you've never seen Pro Paint in person, you definitely missing out. It is by far killing what a factory can give you on a custom piece, and it's by far killing what even like Sideshow is going to give you or XM just normally. Now, I'm not saying that means all statues from licensed companies or custom companies, the paint isn't great, but I'm just saying with that pro paint, it's so much better because it's one artist on one statue taking their time and they're getting that one piece perfect. And I painted my XM Studios white Magneto, and I promise you, the paint job on that is better than any statue I have from Iron Studios, Sideshow, XM, Prime One, any other company I have that I've bought from it. I can't think of. It's just better, hands down. There's just no comparison, man. Potter, no doubt, man, no doubt. What's going on, Patrick? What's going on, Patrick? Before we get started on that, though, I just gotta check that poll, man, because I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll here, and then we'll bring it up, man. Dude, so actually, I'll leave it up. Only 9 people voted, but so far, Pizza Hut says 33%, Papa John says 33%, and none of the above says 33%. Nobody voted for Little Caesars. Little Caesars is giving y'all $5 pizza, so I'm surprised that none of y'all voted for Little Caesars. That is crazy. For $4,500, I'll get my own custom piece. Matt says, who painted it? The doctor. The doctor painted it, man. The doctor. You know what I'm saying? The doctor painted it, man. But without further ado, yeah.
You just made the list! Oh, no!
You're gonna be late, buddy.
What's going on, Buck?
It's good. Is there any room for a fellow poor man in this stream?
There is always room for a fellow broke boy. Gotham says tastes like $5. That's why he doesn't get Little Caesars. Little Caesars get stale. Damn.
What's that?
Little Caesars pizza. Have you ever had it? It's like it's cheaper. It's cheaper than frozen pizza from like Walmart.
That's crazy.
I know. It feeds every family across America. Matt says we are grown. No Little Caesars here, man. That's crazy. Yo, Matt, if you're trying to hop on, man, you're more than welcome, man. More than welcome. What's the max you would pay for a statue?
What is a statue?
Yeah.
I think that's more of a what's the max? It's a matter of the max I can pay, not will pay. I will pay any amount for the right statue.
Yeah, I agree. That's actually a tough question because, like you said, it depends on. For example, I've always wanted a Shocker, Spider-Man villain statue, and if they made a Shocker and I loved it, but it was that 2000, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably try to swing it, and I would just do the maximum payment plan and just chalk it up as, hey, I finally got the one character. Because you guys have heard me mention 3 characters. Bullseye, I've always mentioned that character since the beginning. Shocker and Luke Cage. And I've kind of moved on from Luke Cage, but I haven't moved on from Bullseye and Shocker. So yeah. So I don't know what the max I would pay, but I can tell you the most I've ever paid for a statue. I'm not talking about shipping and tax, but before shipping and tax, I think it was about $1,850. That was for Prime One Studios Predator, the big game cover art Predator. I think that's the most I've ever paid, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a lot of cash.
It's a lot of cash, but it's my favorite Predator that they've made. It looks amazing, and I am satisfied 100%. I've never once thought about selling it. Never once. Never crossed my mind. I love the display. I got the Hunter's Victim next to it. The cracked tusk will eventually come home, and there will be another Predator joining the Cash Cave.
Yeah,
so yeah,
that's crazy. The statue I spent the most money on, I can see myself selling.
Really?
20 plus kids at a birthday party.
I'm not getting me once. Shame
Shame on you.
Fool me,
All those
can't
little
get
kids are saying the FBJ. You fooled me with this cardboard pizza?
Oh, wait a minute. I've had Little Caesars, but like it tastes. It's not great, but the kind you're supposed to get is the deep dish. That's what my friend told
Oh
me.
yeah, the Detroit style. Yeah, the one that's like $8, bro. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I was living when I had my roommate. Yeah,
Wait, okay, gotcha. This is crazy. We're still talking about pizza, man. This is crazy. For me, it'll be Devastator once he gets here. LOL. Devastator.
no, that's insane.
Was that Prime One or XM? Terry does
Prime
1/3, right? Yeah, Prime One. Yeah.
Yeah, Prime One. Question for Terry though: would you ever do you see yourself ever possibly moving on? What's up, Danny? Do you ever see yourself moving on from the Dark Knight's Metal line? Maybe even selling some of those? Like, how long term do you think that connection is? What's up, Nerf Me?
Oh yeah, you want Raja Ghul, man. I already know that for you, Rome.
Rome's been saying that forever.
I don't want to be a party pooper. Okay, here's my question. Do we have a better chance of getting a Man Bat or a Ra's al Ghul?
Ra's al Ghul.
Really? They've already done characters with wings, though.
Do you mean quarter scale?
Quarter scale licensed.
Ra's al Ghul. We'll get it from XM Samurai line. I promise you that.
Oh, well.
And it's gonna count because he's that's already his style.
Whoa, hold on now. You've considered selling the Pinhead bust, but your wife won't let you. Hey, you got to let us know why. You have to let us know why. I need a follow up to this, man. I don't care if you're tired. You gotta go to work before you leave. I need to know why.
That's crazy.
Favorite burger? Oh, that's easy. Well, I'll give you two answers. Number one is obviously a bacon cheeseburger, and number two is a Carolina. It's like a Carolina burger where they put like coleslaw on it, with bacon, like a bacon cheeseburger with coleslaw, basically, and they put some like fancy sauce on it. That's pretty good.
Katsu burger. You know the Japanese katsu? They take the beef patty and then they put it in like the katsu breading, the panko crumbs, and then they put a bunch of Japanese toppings on it. Those are really good. They put like an egg inside.
Is that like a Wagyu burger?
No, not necessarily.
Huh? Because I've had a Wagyu burger and that burger was fire. Like that burger was nice.
If you search Katsu burger, like KATSU, you'll probably find it.
KATASU.
It's a franchise. KATSU, yeah. They're a franchise. The thing I like to order on the menu is the Ohio gozaimasu. It means good morning.
Okay. I'm trying to look up this statue real quick here, and you got me looking up burgers. I should have never said anything about food. That's how I opened up the stream. So here we go. All right. Okay.
Trust me, these are fantastic, but they're huge.
Smoothies and everything. Oh
Yeah,
man, this is your Washington stuff, man. You in Texas now, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man.
Over here, all they do is cornbread.
Washington Buck. Dude, here, I'm my bad. Cash, have you seen the custom man bat? I have seen the custom man bat, and I actually got talked out of getting it just because of the texture on it. Solid man bat, I don't see anything wrong with it. I just felt like it was too texturized comparing to what else I have in terms of like my sideshow stuff and Tweeterhead stuff. And also it's the Brawlers man bat. Not that matters, but I feel like Tweeterhead's gonna give us a man bat. Personally, I really do, and I'm just gonna wait.
Tweeterhead?
I think so. I think so.
I don't know. That's that. I feel like that might be like a tall task for them.
Come on, Terry. Your wife, you want to get rid of it because of the box. Come on, Terry. Come on, Terry.
And your wife told you not to because she likes it as well? That's a real one.
Carolina burger, baby. I'm trying to tell you, Carolina burger.
Danny's down in like the West Coast. They should probably know Katsu Burger. I feel space and quality, to be honest. Hollywood Collectibles and the best. That's true. I mean, if you get rid of it, Terry, you'll have space for like a few anime pieces.
Yeah, most definitely. What's up, peeps? What's the ramen place you work in Washington? But God,
ramen place. There's a place called Ashiya Ramen. It's a bit north and it's out of Seattle, but that will be a bit out of the way for you. I'll find somewhere else that's a great ramen place because I know a lot of great places in the International District. Yeah, so I'll send you a list of dope stuff. I just need to consult with my Japanese friend.
All right. I'm finding the burger right now. I am finding the burger right now. Hold on, guys. We're gonna get to the statues in a second. Damn it, I'm finding this burger right now, man.
The Carolina or the Katsu? It's
Buck.
the Carolina.
No,
right?
man. Look, this is a Wagyu. Okay. Oh. Hold on. This is a Wagyu. Omaha, Nebraska's finest, baby. Omaha, Nebraska's finest, man. I'm gonna show you guys right now. I'm gonna show y'all right now because this is a come on, man. We're not gonna do this today, man. Better beef, better burger, baby.
Oh my god.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Download the app, man. You ain't even here, but download the app. Come on, man. Look at them fries, man. What is Wagyu beef? Come on, man. Like I can't, man. Okay, I'm gonna see Carolina barbecue right here. Cheddar cheese, Buck. Okay, I'm setting the plate for you. Cheddar cheese. Hold on. Roasted garlic. I can't say the A word. I'm not gonna lie. Lettuce, tomatoes. Okay, I'm reading a whole different one. My bad. Cheddar cheese, Carolina style barbecue, coleslaw, onion straws, and bacon. Come on, man.
Onion straws. Oh, okay.
Come on, man.
Nah, I'm sure that's not all that.
Come on, man. I just want my Two-Face already. Same here. I want that Two-Face from Tweeterhead. I want Tweeterhead's Two-Face, man. We don't have a Katsu burger.
That's because San Francisco sucks.
Buck, have you been to Saltgrass yet? Get some rattlers and a ribeye.
What's a rattler?
Yeah, what is a rattler? I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard of it. I thought it was like a rattlesnake or something, man. Tweeterhead won't give us what Sideshow want.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know about the man bat. Because, yeah, probably. Who knows?
Not impressed with Wagyu. Seemed more flammable when I grilled it.
Well, that's the problem, Terry. You cooked it yourself.
Only a Seahawk would know how to cook a proper.
Oh man, but isn't Terry's a Seahawks fan, right?
Yeah, he's a Seahawks fan.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna talk about it.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, we won't say anything about Terry. Please continue, Terry. Please continue. You guys want to talk? Never mind. I was gonna. Never mind. This is gonna go into football and everything like that. And
no,
I didn't want to.
You'll lose me fast.
Buck, the real football, okay?
Oh god.
Go!
Ankara Messi. Ronaldo. I was born there.
Cristiano Ronaldo. I was born out there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Damn, really?
In
That's
Washington.
crazy.
Yeah, I talked to him about it before.
Damn, that's crazy. Yo, Danny Lee, you gotta come for a live unboxing when a certain statue does come. And you know what I'm talking about. I know you said it wasn't for you. I know you love the Jedi, but you need to come for this unboxing when it is ready, when it is time.
Licensed.
It's unlicensed. Well, NYC,
It's unlicensed.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
I know what piece it is.
Yeah. I mean, they whatever. Yeah, everybody knows it by now. So you know what I'm saying. Rattler, fried jalapeno, stuffed jumbo shrimp. Yeah. Matt be living in the ocean, man.
I don't like jalapenos. They taste weird. Like they have this kind of. It's not the spice. It's the taste. It's like they have a vinegary taste, don't you think? Or like Yeah, jalapenos not necessary for me. Rattler, fried jalapeno, stuffed jumbos. I guess probably stuffed with cheese.
No jalapenos, exile. Oh, here y'all go. Here y'all go.
I prefer habaneros.
Habaneros? Yeah.
Or scotch bonus.
I was born ready, motherfucker.
I'm ready for Dark Rashid, I'm not gonna lie. Let me see here real quick. Okay, so I was looking for that. Vinegar taste. Dude, okay, whatever, man. What's that other pepper? Ghost pepper?
It's supposed to be spicy? Ooh, what's
They're
up,
potato chips. What's up, Brent?
I know you caught me mid-drink.
Yeah, it's like a ghost pepper challenge where they like take a chip and they eat it or something.
Yeah. Oh, okay, then it's a ghost pepper. Carolina Reaper.
I don't know. I didn't do the challenge, so I don't know. I don't like spicy food.
That's the name of a pepper. Carolina Reaper.
Carolina Reaper.
I don't know.
I think it gets to the point where like there's no flavor to it. You're just doing it for pain, right? Like you can't taste it. It's just hot.
Matt says, "Oh snap!" Yo, Buck, I do gotta ask you a question, man. What's up with the Captain America heads?
What's his face? I'm Sam Wilson. Not really, actually. I just switch it up every now and then. It's racist for me to be Sam Wilson.
You just want to be a sidekick.
All I can see is Steve Rogers, and the one character you say is Sam Wilson. So
yeah, look behind me, it's fucking Falcon.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know. So hey, I do got this question for you. And let me see here. I bet. Wow, I'm not even gonna read that. But if you know, you know.
What? I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. That's extra sus. I'm not on that, man. Oh man. Oh, I think I get what he means. Something about peppers. But
yeah, man.
That's hella sus. Oh my god.
All right, man. So I'm sorry. Oh, dude. Okay. So here, I came up with this question, right? And actually, hold that thought real quick, because I gotta stop this real quick, and because this is. Oh wow, it's still going. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna end it. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up real quick, and then. All right, so I'm gonna shelf the food talk. So I'm gonna show this real quick, and then we will move on. Let me see real quick.
I love the background image to this, by the way, and the text font.
Appreciate that, man. Apparently, you guys generally hate Little Caesars. Nobody voted for. I just don't understand how you cannot vote for $5 pizza. Like at least one person. I just don't. I generally don't understand that. Nobody likes Little Caesars. Like I'm not saying I love it or anything, but like I'll eat it if I have to. You know what I mean?
Little
I haven't
Caesars,
had it for years.
the thick one, the deep dish is good. It tastes it.
Oh no, we're not talking about spending extra bucks. We're talking you got a $5 bill to your name.
Oh
I didn't
wait,
know.
$5, dude. Papa John's on the list. Hell yeah, Papa John's. What do you mean? Like everything else, Pizza Hut is dog food. Like I don't know how that won. Okay, it didn't win. You
No,
said
none of the
of
above one.
Okay, but no, Papa John's is actually good pizza. Like at least compare if you're looking at franchises, I think
Yeah,
Papa
just
John's is better than Domino's, better than everything else.
I forgot Domino's, Marcos, but even
Why do
Rome
you-
was saying most of the mom and pop shops are better.
Depends.
Yeah, I like the local Italian places. If you have an Italian pizza place real close to you,
Yeah, dude, I could like go on and on. Okay, I
You
definitely
like
gotta
garlic
stop.
butter on the pizza?
Garlic butter?
They,
you
like,
mean like
but
on the crust?
no. So it's not they do this. There was a place I knew in Canada. It came in like powder form, and the dude would sprinkle it like over the top of the pizza after
Oh,
it's cooked,
interesting.
and it was like it was pretty good.
I
This
love
is
the
I've
our
never
local.
local.
Oh, that looks
Mangia.
good.
Yeah,
Italian.
Mangia's. Get you some cannoli. Get you this is
They
called
would
Super Buffalo Pizza in the right corner. It's really
they'll
good.
be
does-
showing you these crazy pictures, and like then you go there, and it's like, whoa, that's not what it looks like.
I don't know if I feel authentic though when they have to tell you it's Italiano. Or Italiano.
Italiana,
Yeah.
Tire rubber.
Italiana, tire rubber. Oh my god. I don't. I'm pretty. You know what? I'm probably gonna say right off the jump that Little Caesar is probably doesn't. It's probably
Oh,
doesn't require to chew much.
okay, question. Would you rather have Little Caesars or Wendy's like 4 for $4, like their biggie bags?
Wendy's.
Wow.
Wendy's.
Wow.
That's $1 cheaper, cash.
What?
And you know those
Yeah,
hamburgers
talking
are
about
fresh.
food. Oh man. Papa
Wait,
John's,
what would you get for the 4 for $4 though?
a burger, fries, chicken nuggets, and a drink.
Spicy nuggets and a drink. Oh, cash. You wouldn't get the spicy nuggets. Oh my
I don't like
God.
spicy food, man. Damn. I'd rather be hungry than eat any of this. Golly.
Holy shit.
Oh man. All right. I appreciate you guys with the food talk to open up the stream, man. I really appreciate it. Definitely fun.
You want to know what the real struggle meal is?
Yeah, go ahead, real quick.
You buy a bag of rice. You
No
buy
bag.
you buy a bottle of sriracha, and you fry an egg.
It's not a struggle meal. Eggs are expensive.
What eggs are?
Yeah, you're rich, bro. This is Broke Boys Club. What are you talking about?
Well, man, eggs eggs are still like relatively cheap.
You know what a struggle meal is? Ramen that you don't even cook. You just eat it hard
Oh
out of the
my
package.
God.
Dear God, have you done that before?
Yes,
Yeah, it
but,
actually it's
like,
not too
That's
bad.
when I was a kid, though.
No, Brenton. I'll eat sardines before I do that, man.
Sardines are not bad, depending on which ones you get. Cash is looking at me like, what the fuck are you saying?
Don't tell me you're just eating sardines for the hell of it, Buck.
I mean, you don't just eat the sardines. You don't just open the can and eat the sardines. You can put them in
Oh,
a sandwich.
Yeah. I want, dude. I'll take Little Caesars, man.
One thing I want to try is anchovies on pizza.
No.
What is anchovies? Like dead fish?
I mean, all your food, all your
Great.
meat is dead, Cash. So
Yeah, I think
Okay,
all the
well,
fish you eat are dead, unless there's something we
hey.
don't know.
but like I feel like in all those oh god.
Okay, y'all got me. Oh man, whatever.
I
Hey,
thought we were
so
gonna start talking about spam.
nah, man. I've never had spam.
You really?
Never.
You need to try
I
it. You know
have.
what? Open the can, scrape the jelly off the top, and then cut it into slices and just fry it in a pan on the stove.
It sounds so disgusting.
Jesus, sharing ramen? Come on, dude.
Yeah. Oh no, man. That happened all the time in like boarding school. Like people used to deal in ramen, dog. All the I tried Vienna sausages recently and I almost puked. Like I put one. The texture is so disgusting. They just fall apart and it smells foul.
All right. So, question. So topic number one, man. When/why did collecting become so hard?
When I committed to buying things from a specific unlicensed company that does a lot of good anime pieces, and they release far too often. I can't
Huh.
keep up. They're
So,
hurting my
so,
pockets, man.
so for you, it's more or less just the timing of the release.
It's too expensive.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can see that. For me, I feel like collecting became hard when I realized I could put everything on PO. I felt like that opened that Pandora's box because it's like, oh, you just want 10% or whatever the percentage is, and it's like, oh, I could do $20 or $60 or whatever it is. And I have a couple payments where I could push them back even, and I think like the payment plans is what made collecting hard for me because I remember being younger, whether it was video games or DVDs leading up to Blu-rays and stuff, like you just bought them and you didn't really think twice. And like over time, your collection just built. And I feel like this is the one hobby. Jesus Christ, my cat. I feel like this is the one hobby where like trying to get in here. This is the one hobby where like I just it's that constant urge to like want the room done versus with like Blu-rays and video games, you were just enjoying that one that you just bought. So I
Mhm.
don't know. I think it's the urge to want to finish setup is what makes it tough for me along with the combination of the pre-orders.
Have you felt like you've always been a big picture guy in terms of your collection? Do you understand what I'm saying with
Um
that? Where like you're looking at your collection as a whole and not individual pieces.
for me, yeah. I mean, I've always like known like, okay, hey, this is my space, and like I kind of have like a blurry vision of what it'll look like in the end. And I'm trying to get there as quick as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like that's for me though. But I don't know. Like I just feel like the pre-order things is where I've gotten in trouble with more than the actual price of a statue. And proud to say, I only have 4 statues on pre-order. This time last year, I had like 20, so I only got 4. And I am, and the cool thing about it, it's outside of that outside of those 2 customs, it's Harley Quinn from Tweeterhead, uh, uh, Penguin from Sideshow, Poison Ivy from Sideshow, and then this Spider-Man Sinister Six art print from Sideshow. So it's
Hmm.
like it's all the things I know I love to collect. You know what I'm saying? But what about you, Brenton?
I think it got hard when you go like all in and you're investing. You're always looking like at the groups every day. You're watching streams all the time. I think that's when collecting becomes really hard, because then you're exposed to a lot more options. And I think having the options can sometimes drive you crazy.
Options as in different
Well,
companies making the same character, or
yeah, because there's stuff that you don't know exists. But if you're in groups, you're watching YouTube all the time, you're exposed to so much more. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, man, now that I see that piece, oh, I want that. Where can I find that? You know, and that it just kind of spirals.
Basically, the moment you lost your ignorance is when it became difficult.
Exactly.
do you feel like the YouTube channels have made it harder on the average collector? Like once they find them, there's like this rabbit hole of like room tours and statue previews and reveals and unboxings and reviews, you know?
I think to a degree, because it's as like a new collector, as you jump in, I think there's kind of like this feeling of maybe inadequacy, or like you're not to that point where you look at everybody else that's talking about them and they have a bunch of stuff behind them, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just getting in and I can afford like one. And you're seeing everybody else has everything. You're like, I don't know how I'll ever do that. I don't know how they did that. How am I ever gonna get that many statues?
Yeah, I see that, because I remember like when I first seen like people's collection. Even Batman statue collector is a great example, especially when he had his rogue set up, because that's what you saw like for the most part of the majority of his videos, and it was like, dang, I kind of want something similar, you know, whether it's Transformers or Spider-Man or whatever it may be, but just something where you had that same type of background where you could have, you know, just like a good feel, you know what I mean? And so I definitely could see that. Do you feel like, remember like when you would get like action figures or whatever it would be, and you'd have a nice decent sized collection of them? It didn't feel like it took long. It just felt like one day you had like 30 of them. But I feel like now it feels like, and obviously the price is kind of what differentiates the two, but like I remember having like Goku and Vegeta and Trunks, and I was gonna get like a whole bunch of them. These things were only like $30 each, and even then, it was joy and it was a hunt and stuff. Now I'm like looking at Prime One, and their Dragon Ball Z statues are like 1,800 for this Frieza, and it's just like, what have I done? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean?
I remember when you could get good toys in a Happy Meal, and I was perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
If we could go back to those days, my wallet would be a lot happier.
I mean, there was a time where you could get action figures for like $3.99 from KB Toys or something, and you'd be like, "Yeah, I want that new like wrestling action figure." Sure.
Yeah.
For me, when I was a kid, I guess that's what I asked you guys. What kind of action figures did you get when you were kids? I would get like stuff like Ninja Turtles, Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like anything.
And Power Rangers, but like
definitely Power Rangers. Yeah.
There's also like Action Man. That's like. How would I describe Action Man? Let's say like G.I. Joe's for British people.
Hold on, wait. Action Man? I'm not even trying to laugh too. What the?
If we there's like a cartoon, man, and it was
His
like
name
that
was
was
Action
knockoff.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And it had terrible CG.
He is the Little Seizures superhero. That's what he is.
No. Put some respect on Action Man's name, man.
Oh, dude.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
Even
I have to freaking find it now.
Dude, the song Action Man, amp it up. Greatest hero of them all. Action Man. Amp
Dude,
it up.
Britton, you're gonna remember this. I'm gonna share it right now. Remember this dude from Damian Wayne's freaking Blank Man?
Dude could.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
This is oh man, that's funny, dude.
You got like a knockoff Action Jackson. Like that.
Yeah. Definitely, man. This is wow. Do you guys agree with Danny? Danny says not having enough display space is toughest part for me.
That's hard. Right now, I'm still dreaming about a future where I can leave the metaverse. So, you should be happy with what you have, Daddy.
And I think that I don't know about display space. I don't know because I have space and I just keep it confined to one area.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, nothing's wrong with that.
I struggle with that part of it. I guess of like I don't feel like I want to have tons of space taken up.
Yeah, I get that.
Is it that you want more, Danny, and you can't have more because the space is small, or like I don't know, or you just like have to keep selling? Like, are you at the point where like you got to sell and you don't want to sell, or it just like the space makes you sell and selling is a hassle, or you just don't want to sell anything but you want more and you can't display everything you have?
Well, I think for Danny, isn't it the fact that he works from home? Because I'm not gonna lie, if I worked from home, like I do feel like that would take away from a couple things that I would. Because like if I worked from home, like my actual home computer would probably have to go so I could put my workstation here, which I wouldn't mind working in this room, just being
Hmm.
honest. But still, like,
I feel like most people that work from home are working on the computer, right? What are you going to be doing from home if not, for the most part, right? Most jobs that work from home are like computer based.
yeah,
So you
yeah,
probably
computer
just have
based,
your streaming setup in front of you, and that's where
yeah,
you work.
yeah. But I don't know, man. I space can be a bitch. I'll just say that, man.
Definitely is.
Patrick
Well,
Thomas says, us. Sorry, go ahead, Brendan.
well, I was gonna say another thing with space is whatever IP you're focusing on. So I think that impacts space as well. So if you're picking a lesser known character that doesn't get a lot of love, I feel like maybe space isn't a problem for you if you're just focusing on that character. Or if you're like, okay, I like Star Wars and I like Jedis and Siths, or just Star Wars in general. There's a ton of stuff there. Batman, there's tons of stuff. And
Yeah,
you're just getting bombarded constantly with it.
yeah, yeah. You see, I kind of like limited myself. Like I'm like I have this little birds of prey display, but then I'm like I'm gonna do nothing but the characters that I love from the animated series. So it's like if you were in the animated series, oh well. So you know what I'm saying? Definitely, man.
Do
Let's
you
see here.
think the fact that the pieces usually takes like there's a lead time between release and when you order, that makes you feel like decided, like that makes you want to keep ordering just to keep getting that rush?
Um, I think for me, I fall victim to this just like everybody else has. You know, I get a statue in, unbox it, I'm happy, I look at it. Maybe the next day I'm staring at it, and then like you're kind of like on to the next. And I had to really sit back and just stop and just say, hey, I have to appreciate what I do have. And I feel like once you kind of get the ball rolling and your room is like at that halfway point, I feel like from there you're kind of more content and you feel like you can kind of take more of a
Breather.
like you could breathe more? Yeah, breather. Sorry.
But like, what is that's assuming that the stuff you want is coming out at a slow pace. Because the moment, like, if let's say you want something and the companies are just like dropping pre-orders left and right, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I want that, I want this, and you have to choose. When you have that dilemma where you have to choose, you just can't get everything all. That's a very frustrating place to be when it comes to
Mhm.
like collecting, because you just can't. And there's always that fear, because the whole time you're making a decision, you're facing FOMO,
Yeah.
and it's you think, if I choose this one, I can't have the other, because when it comes out, it's going to be sold out and you won't be able to pay for it in the aftermarket. Maybe because it's too high, depending.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're onto something though, Buck. Like, so say you get excited for a statue, it goes up for PO and you order it right away. And then you have to wait 12, 18 months. And then and you're not getting anything in, and you're like, man, I really want that feeling of getting something. So then you start POing other stuff or start looking around. So I think that's a real thing, is that wait time and you not getting anything definitely starts to bug people.
Definitely.
Danny says my display area is confined to home office. Don't really want to leak out to main house. No, I get that. And I mean, the cool thing about this room, it's only 11 by 7, but I love the fact that it's so confined and that I'm like restricted to what I can get. So it really, I really like that. Like, I really, really do, man. What's going on, King Banana Man? I couldn't order it like you guys do. I'd be pacing around in my room before clicking submit. I'd be like, I did it, and turn off the screen and run away.
Well, see, that's another thing, though. It's an aspect to look at is when you order something and then it's taking forever to actually arrive, and you're thinking about it more, and you're like, do I really want this? Do I stumble on something new that seems more interesting? Should I go for that now instead of what this other thing I ordered? Should I cancel my order and then, go for this new thing that's caught my eye?
That's a good question, right? I guess, how long does it take you to make a decision? And then once you've made your decision, how often do you second guess it? Like, once you finally pre-order a piece, how often will you second guess the pre-order choice?
Hold that thought.
Get stealing, wheeling, dealing, limousine riding, Bischoff! You turn the camera off, and I'll be naked.
Boo! Oh, I thought it was Keesus. My bad.
What
No,
up?
it's Fatal.
How y'all
This
feeling,
dude.
man?
What's up, Fatal?
Man,
Oh, man.
this is an interesting conversation y'all having. I can tell you that.
Wait, this topic or the pizza?
The topic.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, man. Yeah. Why did collecting become so hard for you, Fatal?
When and why? Wow, that's loaded, man.
Yeah.
I think what makes it hard, sometimes it's the social media influence. But I think it's when they start just making too much. It's just too much stuff, man, and it keeps us like constantly having to. Well, I ain't gonna say happen, because you don't have to buy anything, but it keeps us on a constant, I'm gonna say want, because we don't need these items, but it makes us, as collectors, we have, and I talked about this on my show, we have a compulsive type of personality when it comes to collecting. A lot of us do, and when we see a piece, we just want to get it. Then there's FOMO with it, man. I think if like companies slowed down for a little while and gave us a breather, I know that's a crazy ask, but I think it's just so much stuff, and it's looking great. The stuff looks great. A lot of the stuff coming out looks great because of the technology, but it's just too much. I think I really think it's just too much. So many companies making the same characters over and over and over again, and I don't know, man. I want to take a break. I guess it's a large ask for me to say companies help Fatal take a break.
Feeling overwhelmed, eh?
Man, and then when you're on social media, how do you stop? Hey, what's going on? How do you stop? Like, if you want to keep making content, it's basically you just got to talk about old pieces, and just have conversations about this stuff without having to always do an unboxing and stuff. We small.
I mean, but that's what we're doing right now. None of us four are buying anything and just having a conversation.
Yeah, but the channels that are, if you want to be successful, right?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
The channels that are always doing unboxings, a little bit. If that's what your goal is,
Right.
But spending time with this, you anything that a person does, I think they want to be successful in it, right? To some extent, not saying that my goal is to be the ultimate YouTuber, because I'm more of a collector than I am a YouTuber. But this whole thing wrapped and intertwined in each other. Now the companies get to see us talk about it. They know the buttons to push with us. They know what
You
pieces
think
we
so?
looking for. Yeah, they do. They watch these shows, man. You don't think these companies peek at our shows? One time, Prime One commented on my Katana
Oh,
review.
really? Okay.
Yeah. So they watch us, man. And so it's a back and forth thing. And I think if I just collected in my own bubble, I get in a lot less trouble.
I hear you with that. Yeah, honestly, if I turned off Facebook, I would collect a whole lot less.
It's influence, right? It's like it's enabling.
Yeah,
It's
I could
enabling.
definitely
That's
see
essentially
that.
what I've done.
Hey, Cass, then your boys used to be like, "Hey, man, you should holler at her and send you off." man, you should holler at her.
I refuse to answer those questions
I'm
while
talking
I'm
about back in the
recording.
day. Back in the day. Back in the day. Back in the day.
I hear you, man. Yeah.
Before we was married. But influence is powerful.
Hey, real quick.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Jesus.
Mm.
That was for Buck.
Oh man, I'm just playing.
Buck taking the business call. He trying to negotiate
Yeah, what the
the
fuck?
price on Hush.
What the hell, Buck?
Superman.
Oh man, so we do have a question from King Banana. He says, "Do you guys think when you see your friends in the community get one, it makes you say to yourself, 'Dang, now I gotta get one, just not to be left behind'?" I've never said that personally. I've like admired it, and maybe it's kind of made me like look into that piece, but never out of like jealousy or anything like that.
Never.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say per se, like in that fashion, because they have it, I need it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see it and it's dope, it put a little bit more pressure on you when you like, dang, I was hoping that statue might suck, but it's really, really good. Now I think I want to get it. Not because they have it, because when they reviewed it, it justified what you thought initially. Like you can see a piece and then when it come out and it sucks, then you like, I don't need that piece. But if it looks really good from their review, then you might say, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cop that. Because it's an influence when you see the pieces, man. Like Hush, I want that piece so bad.
Superman Hush?
Yes.
Huh. Gotcha.
I mean, it's a really, really good piece, though.
Well, I'm waiting for them to release that 1/4. Once they release that, then I'd be all up on it.
You're gonna get the 1/4, but still, I want the 1/3, even when the 1/4 come out.
You haven't seen no deals that you liked online? There's been a couple that have been low.
Like when you say low, what?
I mean, okay, so the lowest I've seen personally was like 19, 18, but I sent that to John.
Okay.
But that was a while ago. That was maybe the lowest.
Fabric.
I believe it was fabric.
Okay, so I seen in the UK a guy letting the Hush fabric and the Superman Hush, the Batman Hush Batcave go for 36 for both of them, right? So essentially he charging 2,200 for Superman. That's how I look at that. But
yeah,
he's
but
not
that shipping would have been
shipping
crazy.
to the US.
Yeah.
I think when Prime 1 releases their 1/4 stuff, people are going to have a decision to make. Do they sell? Or maybe some people will say, hey, I don't want to do 1/3 anymore. I want to do 1/4. And they just move on to 1/4 collections. You never know.
Yeah, my collection is set up a little differently. Like if it's X-Men, I'd rather have quarter scale.
Yeah, I can see that.
Some characters, like if I got the Trinity, I like to have them at third scale. Like the best Batman, the best Superman, best Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
statue you can possibly find, and Hush is that. Superman Hush is. I have the black one though, so I'm pretty happy with it. But that the regular suit is so iconic, and every time I see it, I'm just like, how did I not do that for $9.99? Because at the time I was like, this is preposterous.
Yeah.
I think when I came to collecting, that just got released. If I'm not, because I got my first statue in 2020, but it was like the end of 2020, that December. So I missed out on that one.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have missed out on it because I looked at it. It was sitting up there on Sideshow website for a nice little minute, and I just didn't think that was the type of money you should spend.
I think to answer King Banana's question, like a serious way, like the way he put it, no, I wouldn't do that. But if it's like a statue that it's obvious it's like good, then possibly I'll like think twice about it. And if you know, like, okay, I know this statue in the aftermarket is going to be ridiculous. So should I not miss out on it coming out? You know, say that Superman Hush, that $9.99. Should I not miss out on that? It's more for me. It's more about the price than everybody else getting it. It's more about that aftermarket. If I know I want this piece, then okay, I got that question out the way. Now I'm like, okay, what is that aftermarket going to look like? Now I'm running into that issue, or not an issue, but that question. And am I willing to put up that money? Say like that XM Storm, like people are selling that for $3 to $4K, and I'm like, what was it retailed at? You know, it's just one of those questions. That's more what I look at it. Besides, like how King Banana questioned it, it was I wouldn't do it like that. But yeah.
Well, Keesis, isn't that FOMO essentially? Because you're looking at, man, I don't want to pay aftermarket prices, but I got to
No,
get this
because you want the piece. You want the piece.
You say you already want it.
Yeah, so you already know you're getting that piece, right? But now it's like, okay, do like the sideshow stuff that people have been doing. They know they can wait until release time,
Right.
to get a sideshow piece, and you don't have to rush to pre-order and stuff like that. I think if you rush to pre-order because you're afraid of missing out, yeah, that's FOMO. But if you already know you're getting this piece, it's a done deal, and you know you're either going to get it when it comes out or you're going to get it in the aftermarket. Now my question is, do I really want it in the aftermarket instead of, you know, picking it up right then and there and things of that nature? It's just, those are the questions I have, or that run through my mind when getting a piece that I know for sure I'm getting. It's just now it's like, when do I want to get it? Do I want to get it now, or do I want to hit with that aftermarket?
Yeah. And the aftermarket is so herky jerky, right?
Yeah.
Some pieces are going so deeply discounted that it messes the market up, but then some are going so expensive that it messes the market up. And it's like the market is there's no balance in the market. Like it needs a Thanos snap right now to get balance, because those say 1/6 scale XM pieces, when they were dropping, they were pretty hot, but I've seen them going as low as $250 on eBay, and they're $500 pieces, and they pretty much stopped doing the line, right? And they were only making like $3.99 of those, and they're nice pieces, but now they're going for like $250 on eBay plus shipping. With the Hush, on the other hand, it's going triple the price. The Storm is going quadruple the price. So it's a couple of pieces out there that are going at astronomical amounts, you know. And I mean, I guess if a person want to sell it for, it's their piece, they can do whatever they want to do with it. They can sell it for a crackhead price, or they can sell it for a price like you collecting a piece of an artifact or something.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'll no, go ahead, Brendan, you're good.
I was gonna say, do you think, you know, to a degree, statue collecting is, you know, for bragging rights to a point? You know, if you start to be like, oh, look at this XM Storm in my background. No, you know what that goes for, and I got it.
I don't really like the word to use, bragging rights, but I can say that it does feel good to have a rare piece in your collection. For me,
I agree.
bragging rights, I'm not really into that because I got a lot of pieces. So I'm not like a kid that's like, man, you ain't got these, and I got on those mics that a person didn't get. No, I don't get that feeling, me personally. But if it's a rare piece and it's beautiful, I do feel very happy and fortunate that I have it. And I don't want to say it is what it is if you don't have it, because everybody can't have everything.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
But what if you don't care for that character? You just got that statue just to get it because you know it's rare and expensive.
Well, I mean, then you run into some YouTubers that you might see around here that do review channels. You know, some of them, not all of them, of course. Some of them, we all know who, but some of them just get pieces, you know, just to get them, whatever the case may be. It's not because they like it, just to get them. But I mean, you can. There's another side of that coin where people might get something they might not be a fan of personally, like the character wise, but it might be that good of a piece. Like that, some people think that Spider-Man Venom XM that's coming out, he's ripping the Venom off. Some people think that is like a really good put together statue. And some people are not even fans of Spider-Man, but they're like, yeah, I'm getting that one. And I mean, it's just one of those things. Or like the Four Horsemen. A lot of people aren't fans necessarily of that, but we can't deny those are some really good, well done pieces, and people really do consider getting those or do get them. So I mean, it's the same other side of the coin, same thing.
Yeah. I was just talking about this on my show. I was thinking about getting that Alita, and I had to sit back and say, man, I never even seen the movie. It was a hype thing. Now, is the bust dope? The Alita bust is outstanding. But if I don't have I'm trying to remap where if I don't have any attachment to a piece, as far as like growing up liking a character or liking a comic book, then I'm going to try to say, you know what? I'm not buying that under any circumstance.
Yeah.
And
it's just like that Pacific Rim piece too. Like a lot of Prime ones, like off their movie properties, they do amazing work.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some people that be like, man, I didn't even like Pacific Rim, but I'm thinking about getting that piece. So I mean,
when you see that price, you turn around real quick.
I mean, but that's for people who can't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True, but like, you know, one statue is like maybe almost $4,000 after shippings for some of those.
But then again, we talking about people who, if you go and look at it and you thinking about getting it, means you got the money for it. So
not all the time. Come on, man. We're talking about having issues with saying no here, and you're talking about having the money for it. Like so many of us, we'll just like want to buy something. Might even put like down payment.
Which one of us on this panel is gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna throw $4,000 at something?
If it's JND, I'm
and you know what?
Disgust me.
JND actually, it's crazy you brought that up. Every piece that they brought out, I like those characters. Every last one.
Wow.
So they know which characters to do, but I canceled every last one because if a company taking stabs at me as a customer, I don't have to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? I can move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't care if it's the greatest piece ever made. You're not gonna disrespect me and my money. That's just not gonna happen. And I'll spend my money somewhere else. It's just like I'm a Jordan fan, but if I met him and I waved at him, he said, "Man, don't wave at me, you punk light-skinned MFer." And then I'm like, well, you know what? I'm not buying Buddy shoes. He's still a GOAT, but I'm not gonna spend money on his product if he treat me like a clown. You know what I'm saying? And I could be like, dang, them Jordans are super dope.
Yeah,
I'm not buying them.
No, I definitely get what you're saying, because when that all came out, you know, I personally would never think, even before he said that, I would never think to get a JND, but I can understand how that would rub people the wrong way when he did come out and say what he said.
I don't know. That whole issue it's weird.
Of course, Bug don't know. He's like, I don't know, but
That
I got
whole
this
issue
mirror.
That whole issue is really weird because I don't without the I mean at the time I looked at it and I didn't see anything wrong, but like it also like I would need to look at it again to lay out my points and just to like give like a defense to them and what they did. Because I'll tell you, man, there's a lot of unwarranted like jabs or hate thrown their way. I think it's probably they should probably be like Sideshow and
just be cheap.
not care. Just
Well,
don't exist
no,
in that.
Hey, I
space.
appreciate
I,
Sideshow.
But if
I
I
think
critique
every
your
company
piece,
wants to do that. I think every company wants to come out and really say something, but most
And say
know
fuck
better to just.
Yeah,
But I
Yeah,
mean,
you
Sideshow
know-
now. So they have that we don't care. We're gonna put out what we put out. We're not changing nothing. But now they're starting to feel it because their pieces are just sitting.
they said
Like this Ghost Rider, I personally feel like it's just gonna. They just sent the notice now. They had Marcos sent the notice now saying, "Hey, we're closing up pre-orders soon." Blah blah blah. In my head, I don't know about y'all, but in my head, I'm like, we ain't getting a lot of pre-orders for this piece. ES is probably already gonna be small, but we ain't getting a lot of pre-orders for this. Yeah,
but like I'll
I
ask you
think
this:
Sideshow's feeling it.
did anyone think Ghost Rider was ever going to be a large ES? It wasn't a large ES with XM, and
No,
everyone
I don't think
says
it's gonna
that's
be a large
correct.
ES, but I think it's gonna be even smaller ES now.
Than what it should have been. I don't think so. I think it's not that popular a character. Look at the horse behind you. You think that's like if I want to get it, I could buy it at retail right now.
I don't know about that. I haven't seen
that
this
a
one
good
at retail.
statue?
I haven't even seen this out sold. I've seen the other one being sold.
Yeah, but my point is Ghost Rider, right? Like I feel like to make the point that and that's not to say companies aren't hurting right now, but like I don't think that's a strong like that statue makes a strong argument in terms of it being available. I feel that's one.
There's other. We all know Sideshow has other statues before that just sat that were against people's
Wolverine
wishes,
is still
or
there.
or just
Yeah.
thought, or people just thought, hey, you're not listening to us as a company. You're not listening to your customers. And Sideshow had that. We're not gonna pay attention to y'all. We're just gonna do what we're gonna do. Stick to schedule, whatever the case may be. And they still feel it. It's just Sideshow. I feel like Sideshow now is feeling it more than before.
You know the thing is, I feel like there's a lot of people like they try to like because Sideshow isn't talking back to us, but we're making so many suppositions about what's happening behind the scene. So, like we're imagining that this is how they feel about this. This is what their numbers look like, but at the same time, I think the biggest thing that can point to them like not doing so great are the constant deals, but besides that, I mean, if they have a really large ES on a statue, it's not going to sell out fast. Normal statues do not sell out fast, like for any company. Like the normal stuff that it doesn't sell out immediately. It sells out over time, especially when they have large ESs. It just takes the time for it to drop down slowly. And then the pieces that we talk about, we say, they've been sitting there forever. Those pieces have like 5,000 ES, right?
Yeah, yes.
Sideshow is making money on those pieces over time because it's not like they do the whole ES at once. They do them in batches in waves. And so if they see like, we're not selling anymore, they just stop. They just stop making them. They don't need to. They're not really taking much of a loss on that. And if there's still demand, they'll bring it back.
We say that at the same time when we have these shows and people commenting on them, or even in the community pages, people are pre-ordering all these statues that are just coming out, and at the same time, within a month of pre-ordering them or weeks within pre-ordering them, we hear about them canceling them. So
very true.
So
people are saying they're canceling pieces. Like
there's a lot. Like okay, I'll speak for me personally. I canceled maybe 5 Sideshow pieces that I think aren't bad. I don't think they're bad, but at the same time, there's something about them that wasn't like, let's say Ghost Rider. I didn't pre-order him, but I was thinking about it. The price came out. I said no. Penguin, I pre-ordered.
King Banana. That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
I mean, a lot of people do cancel, at least for sideshow stuff. But I mean, it's whatever.
How do you get that
So
statistic? Right? You're just making you trying to
No,
gauge a
I'm not. No,
general.
I'm not saying it's a statistic. I'm saying that when we look on the Facebook pages, or even in the chats, or on when we do these shows, or when you guys do these shows, and when we do have these conversations, in the comments,
People are saying
you
they
do get
cancel
people
it.
be like, "Well, I just canceled blah 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 from Sideshow. Well, I just canceled
I
this from
swear to
Sideshow."
God, I haven't noticed this sentiment. Does anyone else notice people
well,
like canceling en masse?
I haven't, and
Oh
you have to
wow.
look at the sample size. So is it 2 people per show?
What's up, Razor?
Like how many people are you
Gotta
getting
catch them all.
that are
Yeah, I
saying they're
guess so. But I
canceling?
never noticed that like sentiment. What do you think, Fatal? And I
Well,
guess Cash.
I mean, I've canceled pieces. I can't even front. Um, and it's a game being played with this low stock alert and all this stuff, and then the piece come out, then later you be like, hold on, it's available. Like it's a year later. But they had a low stock alert. I don't like that. But um, speaking to the overall thing about critiquing and companies taking that critique and then going back to the drawing board and maybe tweaking something. I think that's something that we should be able to do as customers who are paying for this stuff, and they shouldn't get all their panties in a bunch about us having a disagreement, like when the Mr. Sinister come out looking like it did, or when we have a critique about JND saying that, well, that face portrait looks a little old, that Henry Cavill looks a little thin in the face, like maybe sickly a little bit.
Yeah.
We should be able to say that without them saying, no, it doesn't.
But
It
like
looks
Fatal,
perfect."
do you think that's what if you go to Facebook right now, is that how it's gonna be said? Are people gonna just
No,
say
people don't, but it doesn't matter how it's said. As a
throwing
company,
shit?
I don't think as a company you could pick one person that's saying
yeah.
something
But
off
if
the
a bunch of
wall.
people saying generally the same thing, then it's probably true.
Not necessarily.
Don't matter how they
If,
phrase it. So if
look,
one person is
Yeah.
like, "Nah, fuck that. That's the
okay.
worst that you'll ever see," and another person's
So
like,
how do you derive a fact when it's a bunch of opinions? So if you take a poll, who's the GOAT, Michael Jordan or LeBron, right? And then you put up, you have 10,000 people vote, and then let's say 7,000 people say Jordan is the GOAT, right? Then that would mean the large majority of people, it's a fact, say that Jordan is
"This
the
for you,
GOAT.
Jesse."
They think the way you determine that is you compare the stats
Jesse
between Jordan
Hernandez,
and
this
the
for
other.
you.
Like,
Well, if we do just about, if we do straight stats, then in the 13-year span, Jordan
Mhm.
had better numbers.
Yeah, and that's how you will determine that Jordan is the
But I'm
GOAT.
saying the opinion of most people. So when you come to buying a statue, it's going to be based on the opinion of the people who spending money on it,
So
right?
something you're talking
Well,
about is called wisdom of the crowds, and where you can aggregate a large number of people and you get like their opinion on something, and it's more likely that what the majority of people agree on is correct. It's not always the case. If you go to a community of flat earthers and ask them if the earth is flat,
Oh God.
they'll tell you shit. It's not correct. If you were to take a poll of what the earth was, like what whether the earth was flat like several hundred years ago, you would have gotten the wrong answer. Doesn't mean that it's fact. Like
But that's because they didn't have a
well,
picture of the earth from a far distance. You
there's
talking about
people
a Superman that got sunk in jaws all day long.
Hey, hold
people
on.
yeah, but
Buck, is that what they're called? Flat earthers?
yeah.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
well, I think we need to focus on certain aspects of this. As one, like there seems to be a sense that statue buyers know more than the companies that are making the statues. So
I agree. I get that
What
sense.
the
seem to
buyers
have
know,
this.
they know what they want.
No, you
Right?
know what you want.
They know
Now-
what they want.
Now, so like you're talking about that Sinister, but we don't know, did Marvel say you have to do a Dawn of X for our license? Like we expect you to see Dawn of X, and then they have to put out stuff, and then every comment is, I don't like this Sinister. Why didn't you do the classic? There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and then you just get opinions thrown around because that's the problem with opinions. You have all these people that can be outspoken that aren't knowledgeable, but they have opinions, and then people just jump on top of these opinions, and it gets spread out, and then you just have a bunch of nonsense being spread.
But that Sinister was terrible, right? And even if it's Donna X, they could have done a better job.
Yeah,
even
I don't think the
terrible feels like too much. I don't like the Sinister, right? But like, you know, I feel, and there's a way. I'll ask you this because I want to mention JND specifically. Right? I'll ask you guys this: do you think they get a lot more flack in terms of the way people bash them? It's of a different quality versus other companies when they do stuff that people don't like?
Because we spending more money.
But so no. I'm not asking you why. I'm asking you, does that happen?
Yes, but you can't say that without factoring in what they came out and said.
Yeah.
And then the prices that they have
before they said anything.
For $3,000.
Before they said anything, I think they got the same amount of flack that everybody else.
When did the term JND boys start?
But people said that as a joke. Because of you.
No, hey, on cue with me. It pops up once you say JND boy.
JND boys was meant to make fun of people that collected JND. I remember writing it on a sheet of paper on, I think it was Steve's stream, and I showed it a couple years ago. And then like I started liking some of the pieces they released, and I bought the Harley, and I'm like, yeah, now I'm a JND boy too. But it was an insult. JND boys have always gotten insulted, and the Harley has always gotten like a lot of shit, right? I'm not, what I'm just trying to say is, they get like you said, JND, if you charge in and don't get it right, no, of course, if they do a piece, they don't get it right.
But that's the thing.
It's different. I'm not like
there's pieces that JND has released that have not hit that spot.
I'm not saying their pieces are fantastic.
I don't think the Joker hit that spot. I thought
a business and you guys are dog shit, you're like fucking, and you just keep on piling like negativity. You have no intention of buying their products. You're not a fan. You literally just go there to like.
Wait, so you can't So are you saying people who just bash it or people who criticize it?
People just bash it. There's difference between criticism. I don't like all their stuff.
Because if I say like on the panel. That people who might like criticize
we're not talking about panels. I think
and I'm gonna give a criticism. Like when I looked at the Joker piece, I'm like, that literally looks like a man that's in his 50s, and or almost 60 with the Heath Ledger piece. That's what I thought when I saw it. Heath Ledger was like 29 years old when he done that movie. Yeah. The same thing with the Christian Bale. Looks a lot older than he looked, and he's only at that point 31 years old.
I think JND, a lot of their flack comes from with the incident that happened. I'm
sorry, that's not true.
I don't think before that incident
it was some flack because that's why he did it. It was a clapback because people was coming at the pieces, right?
Oh shit, it was Razor, right? I don't know. I just remember on I think we were on Steve's stream like a couple years ago, and they're like, then it became a thing.
But that's the thing, JND. So when he came out, the reason he came out was because, if I'm recalling it correctly, is because people were criticizing, not necessarily even bashing, but there was a lot of criticism because there were certain pieces that weren't hitting the mark.
Dude, even in the JND groups, there's a general sentiment that everyone hates them, and they all try to try to have this brotherhood where like, those guys will never truly understand what we love. That's how they act inside the group. Because outside the JND group, if you post a JND piece, everyone starts shitting on it immediately.
Now, I agree with you. Sometimes people go a little crazy and it just be like personal attacks. Now, however, critiquing a piece works. This one, they went back to the drawing board and they redid the Superman version because everybody said, "Oh man, y'all got Clark down," but it's something off with the Superman face sculpt, and they went back to the drawing board and they improved it. Now I'll tell you right now, I pre-ordered this one right here.
My man,
really? Why?
Because he wants the JNDs.
Because I can guarantee you, this. Well, you know what? Guarantee is a strong word. but I just don't see a dual set like this coming out ever again at this quality for this price. Because if this is a dual set for 3,600, JND piece has been going. The Wonder Woman went for about this price alone. And I think they really nailed the Clark Kent version of this, and then they listened, because at first I canceled it, then I was able to get back on it, because when they tweaked the Clark Kent, and that's why I say that critiquing and then them saying, we've heard you, we've went back to the drawing board and we made a minor adjustment to increase the accuracy of how this character looks. And it was something off with, like, I don't know, it was the brow and hair,
and the how like how full his hair was up and down.
So that's when criticism comes in handy.
No, Phil, I'm not even saying I'm against criticism. I love it when people like give constructive like criticism or like they articulate things, but I'm talking about people bashing that are not interested in a product at all. They don't care. They actually just go in the moment they see JND, they go psycho.
I think people bash a lot of other companies that put out, like, people bashed after Ghost Rider had the price come out. How many people did you know that were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pre-order it?
Yes. But
bash the shit out of that.
I like it.
It doesn't matter what the quality of the piece is. I kind of like
the Ghost Rider too. I'm not going.
That's what I'm saying. People liked it beforehand.
I don't agree with
the price came out. But
I don't agree with the wheels being cheesy, because I looked at XMs and I don't see that much of I don't see the quality separation like people are trying to make it on that one. I do think 1,100 is about $200 over what I thought it would be.
Oh yeah, definitely, most definitely. I just think when you have a company like JND that's giving you that's telling you these prices to pay, and if there's anything off with whatever piece, do you think that flack should just be absolved from that?
I don't think it like, I think a lot of it is unwarranted. People say they look like candles. Come on, man. Like, and it's just
okay.
On one hand, some people are joking because they want to just like tease, maybe on stream. But there's people that they don't care. They're not even like, the moment they see JND, it doesn't matter the piece. They're not trying to say anything constructive, dude. There's people that are afraid. They buy these statues. They don't share it on any groups outside the JND group because they know what's gonna happen. Like it's and you see them if you're in any of the JND groups. The way people talk there, it's like this is their safe space. It's because outside the group, you get it. The moment you say anything JND, you get shat on.
I go like this. The first piece they came out with was the Joker, right? But not Heath Ledger. It was Joaquin Phoenix, but it was the Arthur Fleck version. I thought he looked pretty decent. Then they came out with Heath Ledger, and I thought they missed the mark. I thought it looked like an older guy. Then they hit you with that Wonder Woman, and I thought they really did good with that one. Gold suit, Wonder Woman 84. Then they dropped Harley. I thought that it looked good, but I thought her smile was a little bit wider than it should be. And then they did Ben Affleck. I mean, Christian Bale dual set. And when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is crazy." But then I saw it in hand. I'm like, "God, Bale looks really old." So I just don't think they. And then that new Wonder Woman, I think they knocked that out the park. The mirror looks great. I don't care for the character. So I don't think they knock it out the park 100% every time. And some of them, I think, is just a total flop.
Yes. So I don't disagree with that. And see, Fiddle, do you think if people were saying what you're saying now, the way you're saying it, like they would have put out that message?
I don't know, but the message is still petty, because just like me going to Burger King, you mess up my burger, and then I do a critique on my channel and say, "Hey man, y'all don't need to go to Burger King and get this type of burger because this blah 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 blah." And then the CEO see it, and then he be like, "Oh, that's what he on," and then make a commercial about it saying, "We got the best burgers in the world. If you don't like it, go eat McDonald's then."
That's not what happened.
That's kind of what happened.
That's not what we said. That's what people are inferring.
That's kind of what happened. My buddy was
No.
like, because he used the whiny voice to describe customers.
It was.
But it was like, if you can't afford it, it ain't for you.
That's not. No, come
He
on.
That's
did.
what
He
I
didn't do
said.
the whiny voice, but
Context and tone matters.
and his tone was like, and then he kind of mocked.
I think
anytime-
he,
you know
he
what,
had.
and I think
Yes,
that's
I
the thing.
agree. He had a mocking tone at some point, but man, I don't know, man.
But
With the
people have
amount,
a tendency.
I think they get way more negativity that is senseless, and I'm not talking about negative critique that is voiced in a way
I don't know,
that
because
is.
Sideshow is up there, and their prices are way lower.
Man,
And-
Sideshow is not as bad as JND.
But
People post their Sideshow pieces without fear. Come on, come on, man.
No, a lot of people post their Sideshow pieces. A lot of other people got Sideshow pieces. It's just,
You know what
it is.
Sideshow does though, Keesis? Let you go on Let Your Geek Side show and complain about something.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
You get
out of there.
it's deleted, bro.
Get that eviction notice.
It's deleted.
You probably won't even have a Facebook after you say something.
Dude, I
about them.
complained about
Yeah.
the process of the process of getting these
Man.
two artisan figures, and they block my comment and other people comment.
on
One people was
Fato's own page. He tagged them, was like, "Hey, this is ridiculous. I thought his page was gonna get deleted. I couldn't find it for a whole 2
Yeah,
days."
but that is like a marketing page that they control. They have every right to do that. If you're posting something that they don't like, they can remove
That
it.
my experience
It's
is bad.
not a
but
Yelp page. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I mean, they have
agree
every
with
right. It's their
Brenton.
control.
It
They
sucks,
control
but
that.
I agree with him.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
but again, at the same time, it depends on what you say and how you say it, honestly. And
How would you
it's
word
like-
it then, Buck?
How would I word what? Well,
Buck got kicked off. We can't listen to what he says. He got blocked by somebody already.
that's prime one,
on,
but I'm back.
You got blocked by Prime One?
Not blocked. I got removed. I got banned. Suspended for 30 days
So we
because
definitely
I
can't
dared to
listen.
mention the cost of something. So I can't remember what
Hey,
statue it was.
Real quick, man, before I move on to the next topic, Terry had asked this about the this one here. He says, why is that PCS Chun-Li bust silicone though? It's a video game statue, so why silicone?
Silicone
don't
is the
know.
future, Terry.
I don't know, and I'm gonna be
Don't
real
know.
with you. This a big.
She doesn't
piece.
even look
Are they
good,
trying-
honestly.
Are they trying to like just stick with like Queen? If they want to attack Queen buyers, they probably have an expectation of silicone as well. If you're buying Queen busts and then go to another company,
Mm-hmm.
you may have that expectation of you're not going to touch that if it's,
Resin.
polystone.
I hate to tell you,
Yeah, resin.
and I really love a lot of things, and I'm gonna say about 95% of what they're doing at PCS.
Uh-huh.
I love even the customer service aspect. They listen, they take critique. I've seen it. They've talked to customers on Facebook, but I
Yeah.
do not like this bust. I have the Ryu bust, and I have some other busts from PCS before the change. I think with video game statues, I like that polystone, man. And I don't
Right.
think Chun-Li is big enough of a character in the game. If this was Ken or Ryu, you might be able to sell that.
I don't
Come
know.
on,
Chun
man.
Li
Chun-Li is
got a
very
following.
popular. She's very
Chun-Li
popular.
got a following.
The
But
ladies
he's-
in Street Fighter got a following. Chun-Li, Cammy.
But ladies not
Jerry?
buying statues like that.
He said he got the price down from 4,300 to 3,655. Does that change you guys' opinion on
I
anything?
still wouldn't buy it. I
got
mean, it's
one
cool that
more.
he can do that. It's cool that he's trying to make it as affordable for collectors. He's doing that with a lot of pieces.
Mhm.
But no,
Okay.
I'm not getting it. I don't want a silicone Chun-Li.
Yeah, but why
I
would
don't
he
really
start?
like
Gal
her look
Gadot,
of it.
Wonder Woman right next to me, and I paid less shipped. So that's
I
gonna
don't know.
be hard.
You gotta also look. She's got two arms, and they're
But
made out of silicone
Fatal,
as well.
My thing is, I just don't
Fatal, I
think
had a
it needs
question
to
though.
be.
Like, how should a company choose what opinion to listen to?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, not one person, but if you got, let's say you got a piece with 150, and you got multiple people saying the same thing, that's probably when they should be like, you know what, everybody's saying this.
What
you know, like
happens?
Fatal to
Or when you have a stream
the ultimate guy.
and you
No.
look at multiple stream channels or multiple channels in general,
And they all
and
saying the same
you
thing.
hear you see the comments or the people whose channel
That's a
you're
good
listening
one,
to
yeah.
say the same thing.
Yeah, like Sinister was a layup.
What if behind the scenes, when they look at their checkbook, the money printer is going up, and like people are buying the pieces? Should they listen
I
to
mean,
the?
if they're still buying, it,
No,
that
because
means
it's a
it's gonna be
business
sold
at
out.
that point.
It's gonna be
I
sold
get
out.
it.
That's a business at
So
the
what
end
you,
of the day.
so what
on
you
their
guys
part.
are saying is JND should ignore you guys.
Wow.
No, J&D can do
You know
whatever
what?
they want.
To a degree, it
J-
always. You know what? It reminds me like there was a saying in the NFL where it's like if the head coach listens to the fans, he'll be sitting with them. And that's what it kind of makes me think of to a degree.
Nah, because sometimes you could be like, nah, you need to kick that dude off the team because obviously he's trash. He's
Sometimes
trash QB.
the fans know best. Like this, for instance,
You know what?
Josh
Like
Whedon.
Dak Prescott.
Well, Josh
You know what?
Whedon's
It kind of
version
reminds me of.
Justice League was horrible. The fans pushed for Zack Snyder to finish. The fans won, and Zack Snyder's Justice League put up numbers as far as talking about it on Twitter, the most tweeted about movie ever in history of Twitter. And then when it released on HBO Max, every home was watching that 4-hour movie like twice in the 3-day span. So the fans won. The fans were right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The proof was in the pudding because
Hate on it,
HBO
Buck.
Max told us this movie is tearing down servers right now.
I need statistics for this.
Snyder.
Because
They
it's
told
sounding kind of
I know,
bogus.
because
Fine.
that with that example though, that movie could have used some editing. Like there was areas that it required editing.
But the fans loved it for the most part, right? Way better than Josh Whedon.
100%. But like, I feel like they just wanted to. You guys have your thing. Here it is. I don't even know if like it did as well as you're saying. Why is this Suicide Squad saying?
No, it did do well.
Because the numbers
especially
on
this
their
time it was
subscriptions
released.
went through the roof.
So check this out. Because we had kind of talked about this earlier, but it was kind of different. But have you ever tried to mirror a different collector?
What do you mean by that?
Like you have Ghost Rider behind you, so like, have you ever been that person watching the video and like, oh, I want to do that exact same setup, or I want that exact same statue? Have you ever done that?
Oh no, because my setup is trash. It's not even the way I want it. So
Oh,
no.
wow.
No, he said, have you ever done it with somebody else though?
Like try to copy them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah.
One thing I say I did, I draw inspirations from the people who put together the garage shelving, and they go and get the acrylic and all of that.
Oh,
and
you talking about that? Yeah. Okay. I thought we were talking about like copy, like straight up. I got this piece because of them.
I'm gonna share some with you guys real quick, man. This dude don't get enough credit. This was the first dude, OG collector. Adam Prince was the first dude to go to Home Depot, get the garage shelves, cut out the acrylic. He did it way back in the day, did a YouTube video on it and everything. And he had a amazing collection.
Garage shelf. He looked like the Prince of Saudi Arabia. Habibi.
Yeah, Adam Prince,
like
man.
Got all kind of money, man.
Shout out my guy, man. Yeah.
But that's
I'm actually doing that. What Fado's talking about, though. I'm actually in the process of that.
Then what? You Bror is a good one.
I was thinking about it, but the way the space is so limited in this room that I can only fit garage shelves like just around each wall. I could probably put like maybe 2 to 3 garage shelves of the big size variety around each wall.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just do that.
Don't live in Washington, man.
Yeah, I can't wait. To be honest, I can't wait to get a watch. It's so expensive here. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Yeah, so that's about it. Like I do draw inspirations on people's displays.
Yeah.
You know.
What about you, Brenton?
Well, I think it's hard to mirror a statue collection because your interests could be very different. Like you may watch somebody, but you don't like any of the characters they like or the property you like. But I could see trying to mirror like a up or at least get closer to yours. You know, like I always like the what is it, the Calex or the Bestas, where you could put the books in the shelves and then the statues across the top. You know, you see Gem into that. B Mother, I think, did that.
Yeah, B Mother, yep.
And I think it's a great look, but I'm not doing that, even though I love that look. I think it's fantastic, but it's still not something that I converted to.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. What about you, Buck? What's your dream setup if you've never mirrored a different collector?
I've actually mirrored before. So, well, not like there was a guy in
He
the
just
Rat
uses
Titan-
their backgrounds literally.
Upload.
Welcome to the metaverse.
That's why. Hey, that's why I try to go like this, so he can't take a picture without me in it.
You have pictures on Facebook, Keys. I already have, but don't worry, I won't take your collection. Not with that crappy. You don't have enough anime.
If Buck end up having this background, because I got a picture out there with me not sitting there, I will die laughing, bro.
Oh man, I'm gonna get the one with the painting behind you, so I have like myself as the superhero in the back. But in terms of me like mirroring someone else, there was a guy. The guy I got the light box idea from, right? He was like a British guy. He was in I only remember his first name right now. His name was Gary, and he was in the Rat Titan group. He had this really classy looking setup, and he had the light boxes. And I was like, damn, I need to have that. That looks so good. The lighting coming from below, like sculpting the form, it looks amazing. And so that happened, and I thought I also need shelves. It was, why am I blanking? Dan Dufault. He did the how to build a cheap shelf on BSC's channel like a couple years ago, and I followed that, and I just adapted his tutorial to my needs. You know, instead of using plywood, I used hardwood, and I made like a pretty sick setup. Like I really liked it. So it was that and the guy from the Rat Titan group, the British guy, that like really helped like shape how things would happen for me.
I could tell you guys. So it's not necessarily my collection, but really like my YouTube channel. Kind of mapped it out certain ways. I took things from different YouTubers to try to find out what fit for me, what I like doing. So in that kind of way, I kind of mirrored other YouTubers like that, collectors of that variety.
Gary Speed, they're saying in the chat. You hear me, Buck?
No, it's not Gary Speed.
It's not? Oh, okay.
I think it's
y'all know Anthony V.
Yeah.
Australian dude. Yeah.
You see how he uses the packs. I really like the way that's set up. And dude got money. You know what I'm saying?
He's the one with like a ton of statues, right?
Yeah.
He got about 100. And I've seen something else. I seen some other stuff. Like didn't Dan Default use like the industrial poles with the wood?
The pipes.
Yeah.
That looks real cool to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Really cool. So here's my last topic for y'all. And this one here, I kind of thought about because I was just like, what would I really do? And I might got to keep thinking on it a little bit longer, man. But topic number 3 is if there was a reset, not what would you do different, but would you start sooner or just not at all? And I specifically mean statues and art prints.
Sooner.
Wow.
I would have started sooner if I knew that I was going to do it and love it the way I do, and like I could see it going for a long term. I would have started way sooner. Everything was cheaper for one, but yeah.
Do you feel like you missed out on a couple pieces and that's why you would start sooner Like
Oh yeah,
pieces you
most
could have just got
definitely.
at retail.
Like literally, like I said, I got my first statue on the doorstep in December of 2020.
Wow.
Right before that, I missed out on Storm, Soup, Hush Soups. Like I missed out on all that. So, just a little bit earlier, potentially I could have got those. Missed out on Dark Phoenix. You know,
Dark Phoenix.
it's
Thanos
just
on
it's
Throne
just
for me, yeah.
it was just a lot of statues now that are just ridiculous prices that I missed out on, just because I was maybe a year or two late.
Right. So Fatal, somebody who's actually been collecting, I guess you could say through the heights of Sideshow to where they gain more popularity and stuff like that. What about you for this question? Would you start sooner, even though you've kind of always been a collector, or just not at all?
Man, that's a loaded one, because if I'd have started sooner, I'd have been collecting different things. Like I'd have been getting more into the comics that's valued higher. I would have probably collected every Pokemon card there ever was because I would have been like, if I knew that they would be worth $1 million. Wow, you know what I mean? Because collecting is not just statues, but I don't think 20 years almost. So, I started when I started getting money. So I really couldn't start any sooner the way that I collect now anyway. So I don't wish I could have started sooner. And I just can't say that I wouldn't have said, no, I don't want to do this at all. But I would have done some things differently. Like if hindsight was 2020, some pieces I wouldn't have got and some I would have got. And I would have ensured that my space accommodated the pieces that I wanted to buy. So it's some things in my collection that I wouldn't have bought and some things that I would have bought. And Keith has mentioned a couple of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Batman Sanity is one of them. But I can't say that I wish I would have started sooner, and I definitely wouldn't have been a not at all guy.
Yeah.
I'm a collector,
You guys can vote as well. I have it in the chat. If there was a reset, would you start sooner or not at all? I agree with you, Fatal. I agree. I don't know. I think I got in at the right time. I mean, I definitely missed some pieces. The only one that I think I really would have got would have been Thanos on Throne. I may have passed.
I got it, and I got it cheaper this year. So,
yeah. I mean, that does happen. That does happen.
I got it cheaper than you would buy it on Sideshow brand new, bro.
Yeah.
With no flaws. So, I think these statues come back around at some point. Somebody's gonna just get tired, or they're gonna have a desperation move, and you're gonna be able to move. Even Superman Hush. It's just that when that thing come available, Keith is gonna be on it. Somebody else gonna be on it, and you gotta scoop it. You gotta have your money ready.
True. What about you, Brendan? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, real quick. What
I was gonna say, you guys have you ever felt regret with scale?
Maybe I should have went smaller or bigger.
Smaller or bigger, it depends.
I never feel that.
Sometimes I actually been contemplating it now. Sometimes I wish I went maybe smaller for DC, because XM has a really good 1/6 DC line.
Yeah, they do.
And so does Tweeterhead have a good 1/6, 1/5, whatever it is. But they have a really good line as well. So I think in those smaller scales, DC is actually really doing well. And I'm more of a DC guy. DC, and I like X-Men out of Marvel. So that's about it. But then when I look at 1/3, I see 1/3 getting the good DC pieces from Prime One. I see now you have LBS doing Marvel 1/3, and they're doing characters that I do, particularly gravitate to from Marvel. So all in all, I think I've been thinking about that, maybe this or that. But now that I see Prime One is accommodating 1/4 scale, and I see a lot of these other companies, really trying to do 1/4. Tweeterhead now is doing 1/6 and 1/4 of the same statue. So, I'm good. I think 1/4 is a sweet spot, but I do think about it. Maybe I should go bigger. Maybe I should go smaller. But that's when space comes into play. Other factors come into play, I guess.
Right. Heck yeah, man. I feel it. So what about you, Brenton? What do you think?
I think I got in at the right time for myself when I could afford to be in. The only change that I think I would have wanted to make is my current situation now, but make it 2008 or so, or even slightly earlier when Bowen was just getting started, because I think I would have had a heyday with Bowen as they were putting out stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. I think for me, I would have, because I actually bought three of the 3-0 figures in 2017 or 18, and I just never went back to the Sideshow website. So it's like, if I had kept paying attention to it, with the money that I was making back then, especially, like, I really would have been able to get a lot of cool pieces. Obviously, at that time, I didn't know anything about XM, Prime 1, anything like that, but I just had to pay a little bit more attention. And who knows, maybe I would have became a Hot Toy collector or a 1/6 collector, because that's what those were. So, and I thought those were the top of the cream at that time, man. Those 1/6 horror figures. And so I think that could have changed the trajectory of my whole collecting. What's up? Oh yeah, I see you, man. Yeah. Hey, it's almost that time of the year, man.
Yeah, there you go. I know.
It's almost that time of the year.
I know you went to all that.
Yeah.
I didn't put this on for you. It was just coincidental.
It's funny. I just bought a Scream and Michael Myers shirt too.
Nice.
Right. I'm about to get a Candyman one coming up too.
Hey, if I could go back in time with hindsight, I would have bought stock in Amazon, and then I would have bought AMC when it was like.
If we're doing that.
And then my collection to be off the chain because I would have cashed out. Yeah.
What about you, Buck? Did you answer?
No. If I could go back, it's kind of hard because like I pretty much started when I was in college, and if I went any further back, I wouldn't have money to buy shit. So it's not even. But if, let's say, I was in a position to buy statues at a certain point in time, I still don't think I'd want to start sooner, because when I look back at old pieces, I don't want any of that stuff. I feel like a lot of the new stuff, at least when I started collecting, like it's just so much better.
Not even anime stuff?
No, even the anime stuff. I only really started collecting a bunch of anime pieces, like the unlicensed ones, recently, because they used to be really bad, in my opinion, at least for me.
Unlicensed ones used to be bad, yeah, but some of the licensed ones look good.
Sume? There's a bunch of Sume pieces.
Sume ones. The Sume was like big back then, though.
They're still big, man. They could sell like 3,000 of one character in one day.
I remember the first the first collecting stuff I got into was anime. But they were like, you remember those figures at GameStop that they would have of anime pieces? Those are that's what I started off as, and then I graduated to Sume stuff. And Sume stuff was like hit or miss to me, but they were still like the cream of the crop for that time period.
I think it would even depend on which Sume piece, because I feel like there was a certain, they slowly got better and better and better, and now I think like they just do some of the best production in the whole like space. But like even then, they wouldn't have caused me to go back, because the pieces that I wanted from them, I'm picking them up. There's only one last piece I want, and that's Goku versus Nappa. I got the Broly and I got the Krillin. So all that's left now is the Goku and Nappa. But generally speaking, going back and picking up stuff, no. I think where I started was fine. If anything, I should probably told myself, don't start collecting it all. I'd be a rich man.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
You would have been broke just collecting something else.
Yeah, you would have spent your money.
No, I was only playing video games. I would have been, nah. Games aren't expensive.
Yeah, they're 70 a pop now.
Yeah, and I can't say that.
Yeah, but dude, $70 compared to a statue? Come on.
I like
we look at it
money.
now. Yeah.
I like saving money, but it comes to a point where when you save up so much money, and what if you die? It's like, okay, who does it benefit? Because to me, I never looked at my parent dying for me to get wealth, and I know some families they do that, but I think you live your life when you're here, because stockpiling money just as bad as stockpiling statues. You know, like they all gonna be eaten by moths. You know what I'm saying? And then when you die, your family gonna fight over what you had anyway. So I think a certain aspect of you just live your life, be modest with it, be a good steward of your finances, have money for a rainy day. But if you got $3 million in the bank and then you live like you broke, what is that gonna do? You know? And I don't want to live like I'm balling either. So I don't know, man. Like I like collecting. I enjoy it. So I don't see me, okay, if I would have spent the money on something else. It would have been vacations, it would have been experiences or something. I just can't see me, if I didn't buy the statue, that it wouldn't have went somewhere else. Because you can't really, that's hindsight. Yeah, I would have just put it all in the stocks. But would you have?
No, I wouldn't put it into stock, but like I'd have a lot more like cash. Like basically, I have a lot more discretionary like spending money. Like I'd have like right now.
But you only 21 years old, but
I'm not 21. I'm 27.
Wow. So that means that you've already learned from your mistakes. So now you can start stacking that paper and keep the statues that you got. Be happy with them and stack the paper because you got a long way to go. Some people just get into their career at 26, 27.
I'm an addicted man. There's no stopping, Fatal. I'm not just happy with what I have.
But they say that you wearing the buck.
Hey, let him talk. He venting.
He venting.
I'm buying everything. I can't stop, Fatal. If someone told me you'd be stuck in an endless loop where it's like, what's the next thing, the new thing you're gonna buy, constantly agonizing about whether I should spend $1,000 here or $1,000 there over like statues versus I'm just going out with my friends having fun, never worrying about that like pre-order that's coming up that I need to pay for. No, come on,
27, but
I'm be honest. I think I would have been broke if I didn't have statues. I'm 27.
Both of you 7.
Like I look, I'm not even gonna lie. I would have been broke either way. So I'm not gonna stay here and act like the money that I spent on the statues was still.
I know I'm the oldest one in this stream right now. You know what I'm saying?
God.
By far. And I'm assuming that Cash is the second oldest. 27 years old.
Cash is only 3 years older than me.
Yeah, Cash.
We still in high school together.
What? But think about it. At 27, you got a lot of time to stack that paper. So you can look at it. You learned very quickly what these statues gonna cost you. You can stop buying them now.
Oh man,
I was about 20.
I could, but I
was 24 when I started.
I could, but I just won't. I'm just learning now from the people who've been in it a little longer or a lot longer than me. They've been collecting to take my time. You know, especially now that the prices are going up and they skyrocketed and stuff like that. I can understand that I don't need everything right now. I can understand that I can buy maybe 3 statues a year, 4 statues a year, if my pockets permit it.
Stop telling people to take their time. If you're a YouTuber, stop telling people to take their time. Everybody,
look, my YouTube page. Look, that's the thing. My YouTube page don't depend on me unboxing things.
No. Slow down.
Hold on,
you don't upload to your channel. So let me talk about what your channel depends on.
Buck. So this doesn't apply to Buck. If you guys weren't married and you didn't have a family, would that change anything either?
No.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, I would have more things on pre-order.
Oh, what it would change for me? So you saying I get to live in this house alone?
Yeah, like there's another universe, and you just didn't get married, so therefore you didn't have those kids.
No kids.
Same money. Your money is exactly the same as right now.
I just had a kid. Nothing's changed for me.
What would it no? What would have changed is how I display. Because like my art prints, like my loft where my daughters hang out, that would be my art gallery. All of my art prints would be in my loft area right now.
Hold on, Fatal. I gotta stop you right now. The sick thing about Fatal answer, he's actually thought about this question. It's crazy.
Absolutely. You always got to think about it. But no, that would be my art gallery. But then would I have bought a house like this in the first place? I would probably be somewhere downtown in a one-level condo that's like 3,000 square feet with
that's true.
ceilings, like a loft type of thing.
If I wasn't married, didn't have a family right now, I'd be in the barracks. God. That is one room. I can't hang nothing on the wall. I could probably have 1/3 statue, maybe 2 1/4 statues, and that's it.
You know somebody's gonna break your shit.
Somebody's gonna come in and break it too.
So, Britton, if you didn't have a wife or any kids, do you even have a home? Like not a home, but like a house.
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm in an area I haven't really thought about. What would I have done? I probably would have bought some other stupid stuff.
That's what I'm saying. The money would have went somewhere else. It would have had to. A car?
Yeah, I probably would have bought a car, another car.
Fancy car?
Nah, probably something fast.
But there's no way that I would have ever been alone. That's I always wanted a wife. So
yeah, I love my wife. She might be watching, but I love her.
I always wanted a wife, man. Since I was a little kid, I wanted a wife. So.
Oh man.
Beto, if you were to put a mirror to your camera, would we see your wife with a shotgun on the other side?
No, but my wife, I can't front. Like, my wife kind of stays out of the way, but she does tell me that I need to slow down. Like, she was like, you should only be getting like maybe 2 or 3 statues a year. And then she was like, I'll be fine with that. But if you're getting 2 or 3 a week, I got a problem. And sometimes, I mean, we've been married. I'm coming up on 18 years. You have to kind of listen to your spouse. You know what I mean? So to keep the marriage strong, that's my advice to younger people, man. I got married at 26. So I've been married for quite a long time. And it does cause some kind of strife. I can make some funny YouTube videos where she comes out to the Ring camera and she be like, God dog it, like he done did it again. And my wife, it's funny because I had the Wonder Woman sitting on the back porch area enclosed by the laundry room, and it was 90-something degrees outside, and she scooted it down the stairs and put it in the back. And I'm like, that's Wonder Woman. And she was like, you putting her over me?
Oh wow.
My wife is very supportive of the collection, actually. Now when I say supportive, don't mean she care about it, because she really don't. She just let me do me. As long as it stays in the room and nowhere else in the house, it doesn't expand, she's good. And that's the way that relationship works. I keep this in here away. She keeps the kid out of here, and then she doesn't really go in here either unless I'm in here. So
does that mean your wife wasn't happy with the previous setup? Because I feel like your previous setup was in the living room.
Nah, so my previous setup was at the old house, and I had an extra room, and it was just a huge room.
Yeah.
But she did videos with me too, like some of the older videos. She had her pop collection that she will put on the channel too. So I mean, she was with it. And with all my unboxing videos and other videos that I do, she's the camera woman behind it. Like she does the camera work and the close-ups and 360 views and all that. That's all her. And then I just edit afterwards.
You make YouTube videos, Keithus?
From time to time.
Hey, your comments not coming through on StreamYard.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not.
I was wondering. I'm like, man, did they abandon us?
Yeah, I was like, dang, nobody commented in a while. So, I forgot that's been happening.
Yeah,
that's been happening a lot.
Man, dude, they've been commenting a lot too. You missed out.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, everybody. Looks like StreamYard is
The last one we got is King Banana.
Yeah,
And
Steve's brother, man, King Banana.
Pieces World Collections.
it's been a lot of comments after that, bro.
I think I've heard of that. They
Yeah.
do like
What's
they
up,
sell
Mark?
they sell like Jesus pieces or something.
Nah, they unbox statues, movie
Oh,
reviews. He's gonna have a podcast coming out soon.
supposed to give away like Iron Spider-Man.
As soon as he reaches his sub count goal, yes.
Not if he's not posting videos, man. God.
Yeah.
Oh man. I want to win that Iron Spider-Man. I'm gonna get your numbers up, Keesus.
Yeah.
Come on.
Danny Lee said he would have had bought an XM Storm if he can go back.
Let's go. Well,
Buck
speaking
needs-
of
Danny Lee also says Buck need to buy some original art.
Yeah, I do. I've already started. I'm in the process. I've already commissioned
Buck
some.
need to hurry up and put his statues up so he can stop using green screens.
Hey, don't
It
be
looks
hating on
like-
the metaverse.
Looks like 16 people said, out of 16 votes, 62% said they'd actually start sooner.
Damn,
Which
addict, all of them.
the 37% of people who said not at all, I kind of wonder why, because I don't think I wouldn't want to collect. I just think I would have started sooner and I would have been more focused, but I'm glad I finally found my focus now. So that feels like really good, even though it took 3 years, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's a such thing for me.
Oh man,
My
wow.
focus is not to buy pieces of characters that you're not attached to outside of the piece. You know, because we can get caught up.
Real quick, looks like Keesis is about to head out, which is actually cool. We're about to end it pretty soon anyway. But Keesis, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me on Keys' World Collections.
Oh,
I haven't posted in a minute, but I promise I got content on the way.
Oh man.
Look, I just look to prove this week, probably tomorrow. I'm gonna have a video post. It's gonna be an unboxing. All right, it's gonna be the Joker by Daniel Bell. All right, from Sideshow Collectibles. All right, it's gonna be out tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. I don't know what I got after that. I got a lot of things in the making. No, but on the real, I got a podcast coming out. I'm excited about that. I'm just getting it all set up. It should be fun. It's not going to be just collecting. It's not going to be, no offense, but like all the other channels who just stream and just talk about the statue world. It's going to be everything. So everything to do with pop culture, even little sports. If I have an audience for that, I'm trying to get more people to know about our world by introducing other worlds, kind of combining it all, you know. The movie, I'm not really gonna cover music like that because everybody has different tastes. Music is too much of a variety, but like movies especially, I'm gonna try to target those. I mean, shit, if food comes up, maybe it's gonna be a podcast. Anime is gonna be talked about it too. Everything's gonna get a segment, so it's gonna be really cool. I'm just planning it out. I'm gonna have collectors that, you know, random collectors that you just type in statue unboxings and you'll see them, and the ones that don't have a huge following that do either, you know, what we do or anime unboxings, or even like there's so much unboxings out there that a lot of people don't know about because they don't look for it. They're going to be on the podcast. They're going to be talking about what they do, and it's just going to be a whole nother world that they get to see and that we get to hear about. So I'm excited about that. And like I said, I'll still do unboxings, but I'm trying to make sure my channel isn't just living off of unboxings, if that makes sense.
This channel has the same name as you.
Exactly, because it's me.
Oh.
Nah, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming though, Keesis. Yeah, definitely appreciate you coming, man.
It's me.
All right. Thank you for inviting me, man. I'll see y'all later.
See you later.
Peace out, man.
See ya.
But yeah, man, that was all the topics I had today. Appreciate everybody for coming, man. Any last thing you guys want to talk about before we head out or anything? Oh, actually, real quick, I was gonna show this to Brenton. Me and Buck had talked about it, but I just wanted to get Brenton's opinion on this real quick. I don't know if you've seen this at all, Britton, but what did you think about this Hawk that came out, and just how they actually did it to where they put like all four of them, or excuse me, all three of them, but then they combined it into one. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks interesting. Probably my only thing I would remove is Scar.
Really?
I don't care for my characters to have children. Like, I don't feel like I need that aspect.
Do you like She-Hulk? No cousin either?
Yeah, I don't really care about She-Hulk either. So.
Oh man. So no son, no cousin. You just be angry by yourself. Oh man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, this is tempting. I heard September 1st it's going up for pre-order.
Pre-order, yeah. Yeah,
And,
it's a pretty decent print.
Kale new does a lot of comic covers, so I recognize the name immediately. So I think there's a lot of potential here.
Yeah, nice, man, nice.
Cal.
Well, yeah, it's on the what's new page right now, so it looks like it'll be up for PO pretty soon. But yeah, man, that's all I have for you guys today, man. I appreciate you guys coming. Like I said, I was just bored, so I literally just like I didn't even plan on live again on Saturdays until next month, but I was really bored and I was just looking at pizza. No different what you was talking about earlier, Fatal. I was like, well, let me get my last cheat meals in and get to going. So
that's gonna be fun, man. So we're doing this weight loss competition on my channel starting September 1st. If you want to get in, you can weigh in. You could just hit me up on my Facebook, Fatal the Collector page. Hit me up on Messenger if you want to join. The winner, whoever loses more percentage than I do, will win a Polystone statue. And the second prize will be a 6-scale figure. So be pretty fun, man.
You're at a disadvantage, Fatal.
I mean, if I lose, I lose. But the thing is, as long as I lose weight, I win.
That's true.
So weight loss competitions, when you lose, you actually win. So me giving out a statue and a figure, that's just my giving back to the community. But if I can help somebody drop some pounds and get their health in a better position, include myself, then it's all fun. 90 days, I'm gonna provide you with meal plans, workout plans, and motivation as much as I can. So it'll be fun, man.
Is it going to be a JND statue?
Absolutely not.
Oh man.
Well, Bucky said Polystone.
But it'll be a Polystone and free shipping. I'm gonna ship it out, and then you'll get it right in time for Christmas. You know.
Hey guys, again, sorry I can't pull up the comments. Looks like StreamYard isn't working, but Mark says the Hawk print looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. Sorry.
Mr. Books.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So the last thing that I had to say was, again, we did reach 1,000 subscribers. So the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I will still be making the video to announce what the final prize is. As soon as I do, I'll announce it. But it's going to be a $50 Spec Fiction gift card, a $50 Sideshow gift card, a unframed art print. Again, I was going to do frame, but I know a lot of people don't like the frame ones. So I'm still trying to figure out which art print. Then the statue is going to be a Iron Studios 1/10 scale Emma Frost. And then once I know the art print, I'll make the video, throw it up, put it in the group as well. And then we'll do that the first Saturday or the second Saturday in September. Just trying to figure out that last giveaway prize and then make the video, and we'll have fun. And 4 lucky winners will get a Spec gift card, Sideshow gift card, an unframed print, or a 1/10 scale statue. So best of luck to everybody. All you guys have to do to enter, be subscribed to the channel, hit up the Facebook group as well. It's right here, Cash and Now Collecting Community, and that's pretty much it. And then obviously for the one 10 scale statue that is coming from Spec Fiction. So definitely be subscribed to their or follow or like whatever it is the Spec Fiction Facebook page and have a Spec Fiction account for both the gift card as well as the statue. But that's all I got for you guys. So Buck, any last words, man?
Anime boys rise up and let's J&Dize.
Jesus, man. So I know you already said something, Fatal, but any last words for you, man?
Man, y'all support my man Cash. I'm glad he coming back in full force. Gemini's coming together. You know what I mean? And if y'all want to drop me a sub, man, if you like what you see on my channel, man, it'd be greatly appreciated. If you don't, it is what it is, man. You know, still bless you. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah. Any last words, Brenton?
Thanks for the invite. I just appreciate being here. I had a good time, and I like to get together at times and talk about collecting, collectibles, characters, all that good stuff.
No doubt, man. Real quick before we go, Brenton, which Daredevil do you like more? Do you like the traditional? Is it traditional red or is it traditional yellow?
Well, traditional, I would say red is
Red,
traditional.
okay.
Yellow was just for such a short period of time.
Yeah, I wonder why Sideshow didn't do a variant paint themselves on their Daredevil from Daniel Bell. That would have been pretty nice, I think.
Did the Shadowlands?
They did. Yeah, they did the Shadowlands at the time.
Yeah, I had that one. I had both,
Yeah.
actually.
Gotcha. I don't know.
Look, ES is something stupid too. It's like
I think
100.
it's
and it's
750
annoying.
for the.
No, not that.
Which one?
For that Shadowlands, that ES is super
Yes.
low.
I think it's 750. I had it. Oh, is it? Was it one?
No, I think it's lower than that.
REC.
I know the 6 scale figure is almost gone.
For the Daredevil?
That hot toy, the yellow suit.
Oh,
from
okay.
She-Hulk.
Nice
And-
guy says 150, he thinks.
150? Damn. So it's because it was the spectacular thing?
Yeah,
That is when they do their variants of Spooktacular, huh?
Yeah, it's
it
150.
was crazy low. And it
I
was
sold it
Yeah.
very cheap, too. Crazy.
No doubt, man.
Should have sold it to
No
me.
doubt.
Rewind back.
Honestly, I should have asked you because we were friends when I sold it. It's crazy.
You're a bad person. You're a bad friend.
Oh man, that's crazy. Well, hey, dude, I appreciate everybody for coming. Again, thanks Buck, thanks Fatal, thanks Brenton, thanks Keesis, thanks everybody in the chat. We got up to 30 of you guys, so it feels good to still be able to command an audience of 30 after all this time of being away, man. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are definitely the best. Nice guy, real quick, but there hasn't been any variants since the pandemic. Hey, maybe Sideshow will start something back up. We don't know. But yeah, you guys hit the like button. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that. And hey, cash out and subscribe to this guy's channel right here, Fatal the Collector. Appreciate you guys.